The storms are hitting hard today, it's not a day to go out. Not even for the weathered people of this town. Nobody without a reason even steps outside the door, much less gets into their car to drive out to ring at my door. And yet it has happened, my doorbell rings, making me jump off the couch, and making me realize I did not bother getting dressed properly. Ugh, who cares, my pajamas are just fine for anyone who does not call ahead. I don't even look through the window to see who it is, just wave you inside to get you out of the rain, the wind, the merciless storm raging outside. I step back, taking a good hard look at you. Smile, haven't seen you in a bit. It's been a while since you last knocked or rang, asking to borrow something from the garage full of tools that the previous owner of the house left behind. Over the summer you barely came here, too busy with your life, your friends, your girlfriend you had seemingly strapped to the back of your bike to display her to the world. It made me happy to see you guys like that, reminded me of how I was during the summers when I was your age. Now I'm mostly happy to be left alone, happy to have the occasional visitor over and the remnants of a social life that I left behind when I moved out here. I'll admit though, it gets a bit lonely at times, but that is precisely what I wanted. That's why I took all my savings, poured them into this house to live here, unbothered by anyone. But you bother me, I'll admit that as well. I look at you and your girlfriend and I see that glimmer in your eyes when you ask for some tool and tell me you'll bring it back. You tell me all about your bike, your car, and what you'll use the tools for, and show me pictures on your phone. I would sell them to you if you had the money, you clearly have more use for them, but honestly speaking I'm kind of okay with you coming around from time to time. Not that I am getting any ideas here, it's clear that you live your own life and the only reason it even overlaps with mine is because of what someone else left in my house. I get that, I have no issue with it, you always bring back what you take and you take the time to make conversation with me. I don't mind the cookies you bring for trade, or the company you offer me at times. Neither do I mind that I barely saw you all summer, that we talked once or twice when we met in town, and that it was plenty enough for both of us. But now you are back, you drove through this horrible weather, to get to me, to borrow something, whatever it is. Before you tell me what you need, would you care for some tea, some crackers? Or are you in a rush? I'm kind of having a relaxed day today, but I guess you have places to be, things to do, right? Oh, forgive me, I just kind of thought about you and that I still needed to bring back this current tester. I wouldn't mind some tea, it's hell out there. I chuckle, but also I blush a bit as I turn around. I know you're just making nice with me, but it's working. I need a moment to forget the little nicety you just threw at me, shrug it off and focus on the smell of tea and the sound of the plastic as I unwrap the crackers. Good, it's over, I'm back again. Can't quite allow my thoughts to go in that direction, whatever direction that is. No, I pause for a bit, trying to figure out what it even is that I'm afraid of. Did I really just think about sleeping with you? No, I think my thoughts did not go that far, not even for a moment. It is just the loneliness, the boredom, and thus, if you are nice to me, it's natural for me to be a teeny tiny bit off balance for a second. Tea, right. Couch, proper acceptable distance. What was I thinking? You hold the cup, I pour you tea, place the plate full of crackers between us like a natural barrier. We are catching up on each other's lives, as little as there is on my part. I spent the summer taking long walks down the beach, mile after mile. Sometimes early in the morning, sometimes late at night. I hate the sun, fall and storms is when the coast is at its best. But it's not like I lived like a complete hermit, I also had friends over, led hour-long phone calls, cooked together with Mary from the bakery a couple times. The only thing I did not have all summer long was that stupid kind of summer crush I normally develop. Nobody that would make me visit a shop I don't normally visit, go the extra mile to exchange a sentence or two with. There was nobody at the library who made me return books ahead of time to match their schedule, nobody. I really thought about at night with both my hands under the blanket, like a good girl. Nobody other than you. I mean, not always, not even exactly consciously, and always a little annoyed. Annoyed with myself, annoyed how the first person to talk to me immediately made my mind turn in weird directions. For that reason alone, I could not allow myself to think what I just thought. I am not even sure that I would be thinking about you if someone else were around. I mean, what am I even thinking? You are what, 10 years younger? You have a cute girlfriend who looks like she takes good care of you with how comfortable you guys are together. That is it, that's the thing that messes with me the most. You are way too comfortable in your own skin, your own life, for your age. I wasn't like that 10 years ago. I was a huge mess, my life tumbled, and the friends I had then were all on their way out. I quit my job, I nearly couldn't make rent for a couple months, had no savings, no goals. I spent all my time at the library not because I wanted to read but because it was the only entertainment I could afford. I hated my apartment, my new job, the coworkers. Even when things went up again and I made money, enjoyed my life and ultimately saved up enough to move out here, I never quite felt comfortable along the way. Do I envy you? No, that is not it, not in a regular sense anyway. You show me an alternate reality without even realizing it, but I wish you all the best. I just wish that for myself I could find a way to taste some of that life for a while, to see how it compares to my wild years of uncertainty. I mean, it has to have its downsides when everything goes more or less according to plan. When you have a family to back you up, friends to catch your falls, girls to mingle with and explore. Sorry, what did you just say? I was just saying that you seem preoccupied, and I guess you just proved me right. I chuckle. No, it's really more of a snort. Embarrassed. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to. I kind of got lost in thought there for a bit. It's fine, really. I can leave if you need some time with yourself. I just needed to drop this off anyway. No, don't leave now. Stay, I promise I'll pay attention. It's just that, I don't know, I guess I am a bit of a mess today. Anything you want to talk about? Why would you care? I mean, it's nice of you to come here, drop something off that I don't even have a clue how to use. Might as well have kept it because I had already forgotten about it. Instead you come in here, talk to me, put your feet up on my couch, make me feel like I matter to you somehow. Thank you, that's really nice, but it's not like anything particular is on my mind today to mess me up. It's just that, I don't. What in God's name do you think you're doing? I just want to see if you tell me to stop. I pull my foot back, out of your hand, give you the stern look that you deserve. Sorry, I shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't have. Because it's doing things to my mind, you shouldn't be doing that to me. But I don't want you to leave either, and now you've done what you've done. You touch my foot and I can still feel your fingers, even though I can clearly see they are back in your lap. You're not making a move to leave, not unless I tell you to. But I don't. I tap your knee with my toes, nudge you to overstep your bounds again. A foot massage is pretty harmless, right? Even between us, with the smiles, the awkwardness, the unspoken fact that I have not been touched like that all summer, and you know full well that I haven't. Or at least you can take a good guess, see me yearning for your touch and being all up for grabs. Because I am, there is no denying that simple truth. Would I let you go any further than a foot massage? Highly unlikely. There are some clear rules here and I will stick to them. Okay, you really shouldn't have and don't get any ideas, but if you want to spend your day massaging your far neighbor's feet, then why not? It's not like I have anything better to do. Just remember, this is as far as you'll get. Of course, I really don't want to make you uncomfortable, quite the contrary in fact. It's just that you are always so nice to me, and I want to give you something back. Back? Oh, that is a good idea. a back massage. All I need is to turn around, maybe in a minute or two when my feet are warm and our bodies have lost the fear of the touch. I mean, that would be wild, wouldn't it? Imagine if I were to turn around, knowing that your eyes would immediately wander to my butt. How could they not? There wouldn't be any way around it. Right now, my eyes, and the fact that I'm watching you watching me means that your eyes have a reason to avoid my breasts. I can see how much you struggle to keep your eyes up, almost staring at me while your mind races. Don't worry, mine is racing too. You shouldn't have come here. I'm not in a position to push you back when I absolutely should. What in God's name are we doing? I was so sure that I could stay strong, but really I can't. The last strong thing I did was to tell you not to get any ideas, and now I'm doing the opposite myself, and getting ideas of my own. Chances are slim that you can let go of me without me telling you, and I am kind of over telling you anything. You've been quite good so far, surprisingly so. I kind of wonder how it would feel to just let you take the wheel. What would you do to me if I were to let myself fall into this couch and let down my guard? I'll just rest my head on my arms, let you do to my feet what you probably thought about all the way up here. Didn't think I'd let you do it, but when you saw your chance you reached for it and took it. Look, I'm not saying you can take matters into your own hands here. I am not yours to gawk at, and if you think you can touch me like you want to touch your girlfriend, I am clearly not the right woman in the right place. There are limits, like you can only kneel over my butt to get up to my shoulders, not touch my butt. That would be way too much. I hope you realize that. I must admit, I'm fascinated by your class, your respect, the way you treat me like I'm still strong, still in control of myself. If that is how you treat your girlfriend, then I know why she stuck with you all summer. Are you guys still together? Never mind, if I were to ask you that I would betray every last thought that is currently racing through my head. You'd get the completely wrong idea of what my intentions are. I really don't want you to slip your hands under my shirt to massage my skin. I really shouldn't be here, dressed in my pajamas, with you coming dangerously close to treating me like I want to be treated. I want you to leave now, leave me behind. I need to walk you to the door right now, and thank you for coming here. I really don't need you to push up my shirt, to reach around me and make me gasp with that barely noticeable touch of my breasts as you strip my top off. Wow, that is risky. That is not something you do to your neighbor. Not even one that lives away down the street. The only way for this to be remotely okay would be if I had just asked you to rub sun lotion on my back. And damn, this is not the right season for sun lotion. It's a couple months late for that. This is the season for warmth, comfy sweaters, when every touch feels like two. I told you to stop, didn't I? No, I really didn't, and now that, too, is a couple months late. I shouldn't have acted around you like I did, shouldn't have welcomed you inside, said yes when you asked to take what was mine. Now I myself am up for the taking, and I cannot believe that you are really going for it. Was that a kiss, on my neck? Did you really just press me into the couch, brush your fingers through my hair, and then push it aside to kiss my cheek? Did I really just let you do that, undisputed? What's next? Are you going to pull my pants down, expose me for what I am, naked and willing, and silently begging you not to stop? Wow, if someone had told me that I would feel hands on my butt cheeks today, I would have scoffed, asked them how in the world that would possibly play out. I had half-assed plans for a bath, maybe a shower, maybe a long walk down the beach, despite the weather. Not in a million years would I have believed the fortune teller who might have dared tell me this nonsensical chain of events. I don't care if the lines on my palms or the bones on the floor predicted exactly that. I cannot believe that you'd go so far as to prop my hips up on a pillow a moment after you strip off my pajama pants for me, knowing I no longer have the strength to do it myself. I cannot believe that your thumbs just circle along my butt, almost but not quite touching me between my legs. You have no business being there, not with your fingers, not with anything else you might have in mind. But I won't stop you either, not anymore. I'm too far gone for any kind of complaint. I don't know if it's you or me who let this happen, but clearly there is no way back now. I am barely able to think clearly, but somehow I finally realize what it is about you that drives me so crazy. It's how you're able to map out a clear route, a clear goal in mind, and go there bit by bit. Take your time. Your patience is my downfall. Right now, I have none of that. Why are you not in me already? How dare you play with my pussy, explore it, touch it without slipping even the tip of your finger inside. I swear, if you try to lick me, I'll turn around and just swallow you whole. Hook, line and sinker. I'll grab you, pull you up, press your lips on mine, and I'll make sure you understand that I don't need any finesse today. But again, I don't have to say anything, you understand what I need better than I do. I need someone who just takes me. I need to hear that sound of a belt buckle opening, need your hand on my neck as you get up for a moment, strip down your pants, let me catch a look at your dick from the corner of my eye before you're back on top of me. God, I need that so much, that tip of your dick teasing me, endlessly, the way you go back to massaging my neck as if I'm some kind of toy, and then just as I want to complain you enter me, rock hard, no hands needed, they are still digging into my shoulders. You are too nice to me, too caring, too big inside of me, and too rough for my poor soul to handle. You have taken over, your hands on my hips, steadying me against your thrusts that come long, hard, and rhythmically. You're not trying anything special with me, you just take me for your own pleasure. And mine. I can't help myself, this is where I belong, need to be, and want to be. You take what is now rightfully yours, all I can think of is how mean it was of you to let me steam all summer long. And how nice it was of you to wake up this morning, decide that today was the day, for whatever reason, when you would drive out here and claim me as yours. You were nice enough to give me the choice, nice enough to lure me into thinking that I was strong and in control, just long enough to come to terms with the fact that I wasn't. Now I am all yours, my legs spread, my hips propped up, my pussy wet and my body twitching. You push into me, withdraw when you feel like taking things slow, and you thrust, pull back whenever you want me to whimper and moan. You caress my cheek, brush my hair, and you clump up a fist and press me into the couch. You hold on to my wrists, you breathe down my neck, you nibble on my ear and whisper sweet lies that sound like truth. How am I supposed to keep my calm between those, adapt to any one rhythm when it's changing so rapidly? I get lost so easily, in the moment, your smell, the sound your balls make as they slap against my thighs. The shivers reach me before my moaning can reach my ears, totally overwhelmed by the sudden onslaught, the waves rolling against my beach. I just cave in, give in, surrender. I start thinking more clearly again, even if still incoherent. I wonder what you'll do to me, how far you'll go with taking what you need from me. Am I going to walk around the rest of the day with sticky clothes clinging to my back? Will you turn me around and look me in the eye as you unload all over me, maybe make me swallow what I assume to be a substantial load? Or maybe you'll keep fucking me until the very last moment, shooting your seed right between my ass cheeks or all over my back. Or are you going to do what I hope you do and not take any half measures? Am I yours now? Are you going to drain yourself into me, deep inside, rocking me forward with violent, twitching thrusts? Because you can, under one condition, don't ask. Lean over me, pin me down, fill me up like neither of us should want to, or plan to. We can be reasonable some other time, we will have plenty of time to get to know each other, this side of us that we have not yet come to witness much. Some other day we can explore and experiment, you can tease me and touch me, and we can kiss and cuddle. I hear the groan, feel the rocking, feel how the strength leaves your arms, and I might actually have a chance to wiggle myself free right now. I don't feel any warmth on my butt, my back, there are no splatting sounds, and that can only mean one thing, that you did not fall short when I needed you most. You roll over, rest your head on your hand, look me straight in the eye with nary a look of regret. Can I come back tonight? I am so not done with you yet. Sure, just leave me here, go about your day, do the shopping and whatever else you need to do to feel productive, feel like you have achieved something. I'm pretty sure that I will still be here by the time you return, lying here exactly like this, dreaming my way through the day. You can leave the door unlocked, and don't bother knocking when you come back. Don't bother asking me anything either, you know the answer. Go now, and more importantly, come back.